Lecture 8-4, Volcanic Landforms. As a volcano forms over time, erupts, and then breaks down, many landforms are formed along the way. One of them is a lava dome. A lava dome is a dome-shaped plug of viscous lava that cools near the vent of a volcano. You can see this kind of dome shape here. This is the center crater of an active volcano. And lava keeps building this up. Mount St. Helens is a great example of this because there's a lava dome inside of that volcano that we can actually been studying and watch it grow over time. And of course, that can show probable activity down the road. And this can cool and just keep forming it, or in this case here, you can see that some lava is finding its way out, and eventually that will cool and help build this up over time. Lava plateaus are raised regions caused by large pouring of fluid lava pouring out over time, cooling, and then you get layer upon layer forming until this region gets very built up. Islands, of course, can be formed from volcanoes. Here you can see the island that pretty much is a volcano. We also have the Hawaiian Islands are a great example of this too. Remember, formed by a hot spot. It's a chain of islands caused by the plate moving over a hot spot. So the hot spot used to be over here, plate moved, it was over here, plate moved, it was over here. And then the big island of Hawaii is where the current hotspot is located, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger each year because as lava flows outwards of the volcano, it cools as it hits the water, and then you can see the island growing. Now, these islands tend to have very lush vegetation because the minerals that make up the lava, once they're broken down to form the soil, are great at helping plants grow. Plants need those minerals. And so even on this volcano here, you can see that there's lush vegetation starting to grow at different parts of the island. Magma intrusions are formed by magma solidifying underground. Dikes and sills are two very types of this. Dikes will move across layers of rock, and so it'll be a crack that forms up and down across the horizontal layers. Sills will be found in between layers of rocks, and so in between any two layers. Batholiths are found by a solid mass that gets cooled and then pushed up. And so you can see this whole region here, this is formed by magma that cooled underground. And either it got pushed up by forces or the surrounding rock around it got worn away, leaving the batholith behind. Hot springs are a stream of hot water flows continuous out of the ground. This is, again, at regular pressure, so it does not shoot up, it's just flowing out. You can see this is a picture taken from Iceland of a hot spring resort. You can see the salt formation on the surrounding rocks because there's a high amount of salt found in this water, and the water is at a very high temperature because there's magma close to the ground. There's a lot of geothermal activity in Iceland. You got magma close to the surface. And then, of course, geysers. Now, this is under pressure. Water that's under pressure underground, pressure builds up until it's too much, and then the pressure pushes the water out, and we get a huge fountain of hot water and steam. Old Faithful is this picture here in Yellowstone National Park. Erupts regularly. There's a lot of geysers located in Yellowstone National Park because of the magma close to the surface. And so pretty much you get a reservoir of water that's kind of blocked from just flowing up to the surface, and the pressure builds up as it's heated, and more water is added, heated, more water added, heated, more water added until it erupts and blasts through. But this is only happening because there has to be a heat source near the surface, so that's going to be our magma.